live. We're live.
This is the stream?
We're live.
Oh,
We're live?
Okay, we're live.
Yes.
We're live.
Yes.
All right. Oshi Moshi again. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 15 of the Oshi Moshi Idol podcast. I am your host, Wii Bookstore, joined by my regulars, Amaris and Mina. And today we got a special guest who may or may not have his internet working, Timebomb Nick.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Don't blame my internet. My internet's fine. This is definitely on your guys' side.
I don't know. It was fine when we did this with Stefan. So anyway.
Yeah, but it worked till we started streaming. But I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it will work.
All right.
So yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, Nick is a orai gaming in Japan, who kind of sort of fell into our circles when he started doing appearances on Nogizaka's show NogiEigo. So usually we start every episode kind of talking about what we've done in the last week since our last episode. But Nick, since this is your first time, I'll give you this time to introduce yourself, maybe talk a little bit about your career and how you got to where you are.
Oh.
No?
Oh, Nick. Hello.
Nick?
So this has been
Quality
us
content.
for the past 15 minutes. It's been us trying to get Nick to talk. Nick, are you alive?
Nick.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes!
No,
we can
we
hear
can't.
you. Go ahead.
Hello? I can barely hear you guys.
Okay.
We
Can you
need to speak.
talk
Yeah,
about...
I can barely hear you.
We can hear you fine now.
Technical difficulty.
We're back.
Okay, we're back again.
We're back.
So we're gonna try and do this with Nick on voice only.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work, then I don't know what we're gonna do. But for now, everything
cry.
seems to be working decently smooth. So yeah, Nick, why don't you give anyone who doesn't know, right, a bit about who you are, right? Sort of where you came from, what you do, things like that.
Sure. So I'm originally from Oakland, California, and I came to Japan, indefinitely when I was in 2008, and I learned Japanese, and then went to a comedy school, and then went pro in 2011. So I do Japanese comedy.
Okay. Yeah. So Nick really came on to Zine. I said earlier that he kind of fell into our circles when he started appearing on NogiEigo.
Yes.
But I know that personally, I really didn't know Nick until he appeared on The Slope. So I mean, I know Josh is probably watching right now. But yeah. So once you your appearance on The Slope, that's when I think you kind of joined our community, really, the idol community, or at least the international idol community. So I mean, so since then, I mean, you've been doing quite a lot, right? You have another podcast that you do with Stefan, who we've had on before, Big in Japan, right?
Yes, in English. Yeah, Big in Japan.
And then also, Big in Japan is also doing a show with Necronomidol now, right?
Yes, The Witching Hour. Yeah, so I didn't know that there were people who weren't Japanese. I didn't know there was any audience for Japanese comedy or even idols outside of Japan until last year. So
That's crazy.
when Josh contacted, isn't that crazy? I had no clue. I've been stuck in the Japanese thinking mode for so long, and then Josh contacted me, and I looked up on YouTube, and there was 10 million views on one of the NogiEigo episodes, and I was like, wow, I think there's probably a lot of people who aren't Japanese who are watching the show, so I can do more stuff in English.
Yeah, NogiEigo got a really cool, it would always go to Reddit. People would talk a lot about NogiEigo on Reddit.
Yeah.
It's just they find different clips and just post it online. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do more, because I mean, I'm kind of on the inside of everything, so I can kind of tell people about how it works and stuff like that since I'm here. and most people can only like read about it or watch it on the internet. So
yeah. So I mean from my perspective, I feel like Nick is a really like valuable resource that we have sort of like in our sort of small community, right? Just because he does give us a lot of insight on Big in Japan about like Japanese entertainment industry, and also like you work on NogiEigo, and so you interact with idols that we're a fan of, and so it's just really nice to know you, I guess. And so I guess like thank you for coming on to our show.
Yeah, for sure. Did you know I did an AKB show? For sure, you guys. Did you know I did an AKB show for 6 months? I just remembered that right now.
What?
Did you?
Go ahead, tell us.
What was it about?
Wait, explain.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember what the name was, but it was like a TV show where it's like in a school. It was an NHK show. You guys don't know? Ian Moore. He's like an old white dude who was like the teacher in the show. It was I don't know. Maybe it never got big. It wasn't as.
No, I remember. I think. Was it like AKB Shukan or something?
Yeah. Maybe it was something like that. Yeah. I forget. That was the first thing I ever did with idols. I mean, I just started, so I didn't really like know about it too much. But
so I mean, what did you do on that show?
I was like the bad boy in the class. It was like it was kind of like a drama with no lines. So I think like the AKB girls had to figure out it was something kind of like NogiEigo actually. I don't think it ever took off, but it was just on for 6 months. And then the second one, Keri Pamyu doesn't count as an idol, right? Not at all.
Oh, she does, kind of. Yeah, we all know who she is.
She's an idol.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I worked on Moshi Moshi Nippon for another 6 months with her, which was I wouldn't say it was really fun, but it was like a good experience.
Why wasn't it fun, Nick? Tell us.
Because it was sponsored by I think it was a government sponsored show, and it was when the TPP, people, I don't even know what the TPP is, but it was like when that was going on in Japan, if we should let American rice companies sell the rice for cheaper. So it got the government sponsored it with rice, Japanese rice companies. So in the middle of the show, it was like a normal TV show. I'd be like, oh, look at that rice! Oh, look at that Japanese rice is so delicious. It was like the worst propaganda for Japanese rice.
It had no you had no context with whatever you guys were saying. You just had to pop up this random rice ad in the middle of everything.
Yeah, we go out on this a food thing, osenbe, and then just randomly there'd be a bowl of rice. They'd be like, by the way, this Japanese rice is really good.
It's really nice. So rice companies, if you want to support us, you can totally just sponsor Oshi Moshi.
Sponsor Oshi Moshi.
Sponsor us.
Okay, we're live again.
I'm
so
sorry.
It wasn't Nick's fault that time.
Yeah, it was my computer now. Sorry.
Paris.
Yeah. So, I mean, we left off. Nick, you were talking about how you were on an AKB show.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, you can start back up from there if you want. You're talking about Keri Pamyu.
Yeah, Moshi Moshi Nippon, and then, I mean, the other idol show was obviously NogiEigo. That production company I'm really close with, and I do a lot of other stuff with them. So, yeah, how long have I been doing it? Like a year and a half, maybe, or almost 2 years?
I haven't watched all of NogiEigo, but at least a year. You've been over
2 years. It's been actually 2 years. Yeah. Just from maybe around I think in December it will be 2 years. So yeah. And they have new members now, and they're kind of changing up the show. I think they're making it a little bit more difficult, like the English levels. And I haven't really said this anywhere yet, but we have a new since I couldn't make it to the studio last time, they thought of a new way to put me on the show. It was kind of cool too. So for the new episode, I think it's this month. It should be kind of fun.
All right.
I could probably say it on.
Are we gonna have VR Nick? Virtual.
Yeah.
Kizuna I Nick.
Well, it's we did it not in a studio. That's as much as I can say. So.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
which is kind of cool. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
So I mean, in preparation for today, I actually watched a bunch of NogiEigo because I'd watched NogiEigo before, right? But never an episode that you were in.
Yeah.
So I actually watched like all of the the newer episodes that are out now with the new girls, right?
Yeah.
Then like a handful of ones from before. And yeah, I mean, I guess my like first question, right, is maybe like the difference between working on the show before and working on it now, because I know there's like some format changes and then there's new members and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Well, the first thing is the old members I think had been on for a while before I was there, so they were really used to like they knew what was like funny and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think the new members might have been a little bit more nervous. I think they still are, because like when you're an idol, like your job isn't to make fun of yourself and make people laugh. I mean, it kind of is, but it's mostly to sing,
Mm-hmm.
So even with the witching hour, which we do, like I think the hard part of it is to like get the idols to get used to being laughed at.
Mm-hmm.
Without being mean, because if you're too mean to them, then the Japanese fans will get like pissed.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, so they all have like their own like regular shows too, right? Like Nogizaka has like a weekly show.
Yeah.
And I mean, they do a lot of like comedy like targeted towards them, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like in like situations like that, like it's because they are so comfortable in the setting, right? Like you said, like the former girls for NogiEigo, they've been there for a long time. Like Nogizaka Kojichu, right? I mean, the girls have been with Banana Man for like 7 years now.
Yeah.
So it's really it's about being comfortable and things like that.
Like the last time I did the show, I can't tell which girl it was yet because they haven't put it out on Twitter, but she was really nervous before we did it, like the director told me, because she was afraid she wasn't going to be able to speak English.
But that's the whole point. Like
that's the whole point.
So,
like, when we'd done it, like when we were doing the old members, like they didn't care at all. Like Wada or Nojo, like they were ready to make themselves look as stupid as possible.
Because they had the variety skills already, so they knew. Yeah.
But I think all the new girls are getting really used to it really fast. So.
Do you feel like the just idols in general they really need like to, because I think like some of them are almost natural, like they understand variety skills super bad, but there are some idols that are really bad at it, and I can say because I am a big fan of like a group that has absolutely no variety skills, which is Keyavids, which is the opposite of Nogizaka. I think Nogizaka actually does really well. So how do you handle that? Do you like try to like pry into the girl like a little bit more, like, because it's all about showing their like getting out of their shell, right?
Yeah, it's really difficult. Like for instance, I'm not trying to plug my show at all.
Just plug your show, man.
No, plug it.
You should.
Plug it.
The witching hour with the Necronomidol girls?
Yes.
I think Hina is the youngest and the shyest out of all of them. So, she's less likely to come out like aggressively to try to be silly. But like the first show that we did, we asked each of the girls in English what their most like what's osusume in English? I already forgot. Their most
recommendation kind of like...
recommendation. Yeah. Sorry, I'm forgetting English.
My Japanese worked, guys.
The recommendation, like where they're from and where they recommend like people to go to. And like some of the girls were saying funny things that I could tell they thought they were saying something funny, but Hina just misunderstood me and said, I'm from Fukuoka and I recommend you go to my grandma's house. Which I thought was really funny. So like, they say that to make, the point of a tsukomi is to get more laughs, like, out of the buffet,
Yeah.
So you have to just, like, target that as much as possible. And that's what you do with girls that are like kind of shy. You have to like kind of lift them up, you know, like
you just like open up so they can kind of like shine a little bit, right? Because if you don't do that, they will never talk, and it's just gonna be a mess.
exactly.
Yeah.
And you have to like laugh a lot, and you know, high energy. Always you want to have like, you know, like 3 times as high energy as you always have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you're on TV. Actually, I was like, so I do this TV show for TV Tokyo where I do like a location shoot and then I do this studio shoot. And I realized that my energy level was just normal, and I looked so bored. It's so funny how bored you look when you're like at normal energy level.
But when you have to like constantly like yell and like yeah, because that's what I feel when all the hosts are like crazy energy in Japan.
Yeah, and exactly. And the other thing is, since I do two kids shows, I said this before, but you want to have on a kids show 5 times your normal energy level.
Wow.
But if you go 6 times, then you start looking like a pervert. So it's like a really
for a kids show, not the best branding. Not the best brand.
Never go to 6.
Never go to 6, guys. Valuable tips from Nick today. Never go to level 6.
Yeah, so I mean, like, compared to like your normal work, like working in a job where you have to like position yourself to let other people shine, like what kind of different strategies like go through your head about how to do that?
So this is actually something I just learned. I'd say last year. Depending, you know, like just because you're a comedian, like when you start, you want to be the person that gets all the laughs. You want to be the one talking the most. You want to be the most, you know, you want to be shining the most out of everybody. And I seriously thought that for like 5 years or 6 years. Even on Oshi Moshi Nippon, I didn't get that it was Carrie's show and that everything I do should just be to make her look good, and that's how I'll get back on. So with idol shows, it's not my show, it's their show. So everything I do is to try to make them, like, if they say something funny, for me to bring out whatever they said and make it twice as funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you learn, like, it depends on the type of, you know, and I want to say stuff, like, I want to say more stuff on NogiEigo, but I really have to, like, hold myself back just because I want to make sure that I'm not the one, you know,
taking over the show.
Yeah. So it just depends on the show. Like, there's some shows where you have like one chance to hit a home run and you have to like be in front as much as you can, and then there's shows where you have to make the other people. It's like literally a like Japanese comedy is a sports game, you know, because you know the word foodie. There's like a word foodie. It's like where somebody sets the premise up for you. So if somebody sets up the premise for me, like amateur won't get that somebody set me up. But when I hear something, I'm like, oh, they want me to say this, and then I say something after. You know what I mean? And all of the Nogizaka girls, like when they get good, they're so good at that.
Yeah, I can tell that they're pretty good at that already. It's almost like you're playing volleyball where you like lift the ball so the person can cut and score. Like that's kind of what you do.
That's the best. What's the word for that?
Analogy.
What's the word for it? Tatoe. Yeah. Sorry, I know all the Japanese words.
Example.
Yeah, example. I said tatoe.
Yeah, he was gonna say tatoeba.
Yeah.
Tatoe. But I mean, it's funny. What were you gonna say?
Go ahead.
What were you saying?
May, sit down. Sorry, my daughter's standing up in a dangerous position. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's funny like that. Like on here, like you sometimes forget English a little, right?
Yeah.
But then like on NogiEigo, like it's kind of the rule that you're not supposed to know Japanese, right?
Yes.
So like, I mean, how much do you think you're holding back just from that?
Oh man, like so in those episodes, one running joke throughout the show is that they know that I can speak Japanese, you know? So I can do maybe one joke in 3 episodes where I speak Japanese and it will make everybody laugh, you know? But it's actually awkward because a lot of the times I'll be laughing at what they said in Japanese.
Yeah.
Laughing because I'm not supposed to understand what they're saying, you know. And by the way, I think that show is like must have a really high viewer rating. Like the quality and like the cameras and how many staff they have is just higher than most TV shows for some reason. I have no idea why. Yeah, production value.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's a monthly show too, right?
What?
It's a monthly show, right?
Yeah, it could definitely be a weekly show. I wish they would make it more of a weekly show, but
yeah. So Nick, why don't you I don't know, do you have anything to say about these new girls, right? How well have you gotten to know them, do you think?
So God, I'd love to talk about it more because the last episode I did it with just one of them.
Oh.
Yeah. So you guys, everybody heard it first on Oshi Moshi.
Ooh.
Nice.
So
Breaking
it
news.
wasn't all three of them. It was just one of them, and it was a really long shoot that we did. So I got to know her really well, and I actually didn't know if she was funny before we did it, and then I realized how good she is at variety. She was really good.
Yeah.
Now I want to know, cool. Man.
I can't say it out of my mouth, but maybe you guys can name the names, and I'll let you guys.
Is it Shinichi?
What?
Is it Shinichi?
No.
What is it's like a band. Or it's like I don't know.
There's only two others, so yeah. I mean, I don't want to give it away. So.
Yeah.
No, we can give it away on this. It's all good.
Yeah. Can you give them a hint?
Well, you guys just say the names. If you know the names, I'll imply, and I won't say if it's exactly right or.
You watched NogiEigo. You go, Weaves. I have no idea.
I mean, the only two girls are Higuchi, right?
Yes.
And then,
that's a no.
And then Saito.
I'm feeling some vibes here, guys. Ooh, I guess
it's definitely Shinichi, right? It's definitely Mai. That's what we determined.
It's Nanase because she's graduating and she somehow showed up.
I think you guys got who it is, but yeah, I don't know what day it's on, but that might have been the most fun episode I've ever shot.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, when we do the revenge episode for this, since we had so many technical problems, right after that show finishes, let's do one on Skype where I can tell you about how we did the show.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll definitely try to do this again.
We'll have Nick back. So
yeah.
So at some point in the future.
So we can see his face as well.
Face
right now.
Yeah, it's about the picture.
Like speaking of so
your baby is like so cute.
Yeah, but you want me to tell her to shut up? Hey.
Don't bully your kid.
Don't bully your kid.
Don't bully.
Yeah.
Maris brought up graduations, right? So so Nojo Ami, who you worked with for a while, right, on NogiEigo, right? She just announced her graduation from Nogizaka.
Yes, she did. And didn't she have a boyfriend or something too?
Yeah, so earlier this year she was caught in a dating scandal. I don't like the word scandal, but yeah, she was caught dating, and I mean it wasn't that big a deal just because Nojo's older-ish, right? And then she's also not like one of like the front row members, right?
Yeah.
She's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, she announced graduation, and I'm just wondering like if you had any thoughts on like the whole graduation situation, or just like
My thing about idols is I have no idea how their pay system works.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know with comedians, like especially successful ones, you make as much as you work. Like if you work, a bunch of jobs, you're gonna make a lot more. I have a feeling idols I have a feeling no matter how far you go up, you don't make much more than everybody else.
Interesting.
I'm not
So
sure. I'm no idea. So like I could definitely
think you
see you
do.
getting to a certain age and then wanting to graduate, right?
yeah. So from like a fan's perspective, right? So like the way that we kind of understand things, and I mean we don't have like sources or anything, but like the way we can kind of understand things, that everyone gets like their base salary, right?
Yeah.
Like monthly.
And then they
salary,
probably
yeah.
get
monthly.
they probably get bonuses for different appearances. So like if you appear more, then you probably get paid more.
Yeah.
And then they probably get separate cuts for outside jobs like CMs and photo shoots and things like that.
Yeah.
Movies,
But I wonder how. But I can't imagine it could be that much if you're an idol.
I think
like,
the top idols are making a lot of money. That's what I heard. Like
when you think about, like,
Shiraishi, it
Sasha,
has
you
a
know?
lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Like
I'm
if you
not
think about,
I think they make more after they graduated, and if they stay on TV.
Maybe.
Just because I feel like Sashihara Rina, like, you know Sashi, right? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like she's probably making bank.
Oh yeah, maybe some
know.
of them. That's why I said I don't know, but almost. When you get to a certain age, you have to graduate, but everybody graduates, so.
Yeah.
I've heard from people before that if you want, the only reason people want to become idols is to get famous. The pay.
It's not because of the pay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, like, a lot of idols like view like the idol. So a lot of idols are idols because they want to be idols. But then there are a lot who admit, right, that idol is like a stepping stone for them, right?
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of people who come in who are like, yeah, my dream is to be an actress or a model,
actress,
etc.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
it's like
usually like
like you do the jokes are like your basically your business card. They don't want to do the jokes forever. They want to get on TV, but the jokes are just like the stepping.
Yeah. So Nick actually doesn't have a whole lot of time. So we're gonna move on a little bit toward we're gonna talk about like Big in Japan and Witching Hour.
Is that cool?
But also we will have Nick on sometime again in the future, just to give us more details, just to talk, share stories.
I'd love to come on actually anytime because I feel like we had way too many technical difficulties.
Yeah, we did.
So after we finish the show, we're gonna like message me right away, and then let's make a new date. How about that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So like on to Big in Japan, right? Big in Japan is the show that you guys do fairly frequently, right?
We
it's
do it
4 of you. It's Nick, Stefan, Anne, and Black Samurai, right?
Yes.
And you guys get together and you talk about the entertainment industry in Japan.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So what really like brought you guys to sort of start it in the first place?
Well, NogiEigo brought it. So I realized that there were people who weren't Japanese watching NogiEigo, and I was like, I wonder if I could like find a platform for people who want to hear about what goes on in the Japanese entertainment industry in English. So I'd worked with Stefan on Muramoto-san, on AK Bingo, on his TV show a couple times. We were on together, and then Anne, I just knew her because we'd done a million live shows together. And then Black Samurai, I work with Black Samurai, so I was like, all these people speak English, they might have different points of view, so let's just all talk, and everybody was down to do it. So we did it.
According to Stefan, it's just like your therapy session where you just like talk about stuff that you probably shouldn't be talking, but in English. But since nobody understands it, then you're safe. Yeah.
Get in big trouble. Yeah. It's such like everything's so secretive here, and they want to have the image of like a clean, entertainment industry, TV, but it's not like that at all, really. It's really dark. So
do you feel like oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, like, because I heard that a lot of people, a lot of Japanese people don't understand the strength of Japanese TV is like the weirdness and like the like for us at least like what gets on this side of the world and people like get like it's things like NogiEigo, which people think it's really funny, or like just like the crazy like commercials that Japan has. Like, do you think there's like a disconnect between like what we kind of like from Japan and what Japan wants to portray to the rest of the world? Because it's like I don't think like it's the same, right?
Yeah, not at all. Like you guys get like the best of the best, like the 0.1% of the good shows.
Yeah.
Like if you turn on the TV now, there's two types of TV shows: quiz shows that are so boring, and then shows where foreigners. It's like it's a there's some weird, like this wasn't always like this either, but there's like they have some complex or something where they need foreigners to tell Japanese people how amazing Japan is. So it's just all TV shows with foreigners like saying like, you know, this Japanese hamburger is better than American hamburgers and stuff like that.
Oh.
And that's it.
All the shows. Yeah, that's basically all the shows are right now are those type of shows. Like, you know, when I was in college and I looked at YouTube, all those really funny Japanese shows were what made me want to do, you know,
TV,
comedy and
Japanese
stuff.
TV,
yeah, they don't have that now anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like Silent Library, all this like old,
Yeah.
Now Matsumoto-san's doing stuff with Amazon, so you can see it on that. You know, Amazon Prime, but not
like
TV
documental and stuff.
Yeah, documental. Yeah. There's a new one called Freeze. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
It's a new Matsumoto-san show where you're not like the contestants aren't allowed to move no matter what. So there was like they have like a drone with these like ropes and these gigantic knives hanging down from it, and they just fly them over the people's like faces and heads, and they're not allowed to move.
That sounds like my kind of show. I want to watch this right now.
It's called Freeze.
Freeze.
I'll Google that. Yeah.
And like right now, Amazon Prime's making really good content, but
So why do you think that there's been such a shift from then to now?
I know the shift is because I think political correctness came to Japan, and a lot of people like write into TV shows saying like this offended me, and Japanese people are really like sensitive about offending people, so if they get one male, they'll change the entire show. Or they see like they see Twitter. Like in America, a lot of the time they'll be like, "Fuck you, we don't give a shit." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in Japan, they'll take it right away, and then now there's no fun at all anymore.
And you think it's like something because of like social media, like Twitter. Like, do you think that people actually read the stuff that we're sending? Like, because we're on Twitter, all of us are on Twitter, so.
Yeah, I think people like read it and then be like, "Oh, we should change this." Like right now, I'm doing like the trio with Black Samurai and Takakua, and the name of our like unit is like the three race brothers because Black, White, and Japanese.
Yeah.
And they think that will be offensive. Like somebody said that we might not be able to say that on TV, even though that's like there's no like opinion about any of it. Like it's exactly what we are.
It's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what it is. So I don't know. Hopefully it will change. But I think stuff like even like I don't know. NogiEigo is also on a paid channel, so they probably have a little bit more freedom, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
So Nick, what do you think about sort of the stuff that Japan does like export out to like us, right? Like No, go ahead.
Oh, I think they have no clue. I think we have no idea what Japanese never have any idea what we. So I think they should have like I've been telling, you know, like all these companies, you guys should be like putting more idol shows for foreign audiences. You should be doing, but you know, they like like there was a guy who tried to pitch a show to me to get me to be on it for foreign audiences, and he wanted me to like take people around to like show like samurai swords, and it was really just like, you know, cliche stuff. And I know for a fact there's tons of funny stuff here that non-Japanese people would like, but they have an idea of what we like, you know.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, so
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you guys go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I think like maybe when they start looking at Korea and how much like Korean pop is like and Korean idols are like huge to the rest of the world, they might start getting a hint that we really like idol content and we want more.
I think they would have gotten it by now, and I think that Korean marketing like is just not even on the same level. It's so much, you know, like remember a while ago when Bill Murray had the selfie with, who was it?
Girls' Generation.
Yeah, like that's like a genius marketing.
Yeah.
You know, that like they would never think of that here. You know what I mean? Like they'll they just don't get it. It's an English thing because Koreans, I think there's a lot more English speakers in Korea.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, and Korea's also not an island, right? It's a peninsula, so I guess they're somehow a little bit more connected, but they just don't get it here yet.
Yeah. Just because you do see like a lot of like the Western influence in Korea, right? Like, so I mean, you have shows like a recent collaboration, right? Is John Legend, is doing a song with SM, which is like the biggest music company in Korea.
Wow.
And then like there's a show in Korea called Show Me the Money, which is a show about rap, right? Snoop Dogg has been on it. Timbaland has been on it.
Yeah.
It's a rap competition show, right? So it's a bunch of people who are here to like win a title. And so I mean, so like I just think it'd be so cool if we got to that sort of level of integration, like with Japanese media.
This is just my opinion, but I think with Korean, Korean idols, it's like the best of the best, right? Like, I mean, like everybody's really good dancing, everybody's really good at singing. And I think a lot of Japanese people who like idols don't want to see somebody who's really, really good. They want to like
100%.
See somebody that is gonna get good.
Yeah.
But we don't have that thing, you know, in America or like, you know, the West. We want to see like the best of the best.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's a different, like, you know, a different way of looking at entertainment.
I think it gets really boring for me too. Like, I don't know, like I do prefer J-pop because it's about the struggle, right? You see like a girl on NogiEigo, and then she's like struggling, and then the next episode she's a little bit better, and you can see it like super close, and we can kind of follow as like fans and watch the show, right? But I think like in Korean, everybody's like a robot pretty much, and they all sing really well, and they all dance really well. So it's like, what's the fun in this? Like, I want to see human beings. I don't want to see robots. So I think one day Japan will understand that, and then we'll get more stuff.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. But even like movie-wise, Korea is much better at like pitching their movies. Marketing movies. I think the government's a little bit more involved with Korean entertainment too. Like they know how to like promote their.
Yeah. So actually, there's like a Hallyu like clause, right, where entertainment companies are actually subsidized by the government if they help promote outside of Korea.
That's great, though.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and I guess. You need to leave, don't you?
Yeah. What were you gonna say though?
No, I was just gonna ask what you think about like the whole idea that a lot of the criticism or a lot of like the problem that like international fans have with J-pop is the lack of accessibility, right? Just because like it's so hard to buy music from Japan, it's so hard to participate.
But it's not just that. It's not just that. Like, just before I go, I'll just say like they'll have a TV show, like in America, like I'm just gonna, for instance, like Conan O'Brien, they'll put part of the shows up on YouTube, and Japan will put like part of their shows up on their own website, and I'll be like, nobody's watching your website. Why don't you put it up on YouTube? And they're like, well, if we put it up on YouTube, nobody will watch it on our website. And I'll be like, nobody is watching it on your website.
Totally. Yeah.
That's true.
And like copyright infringement, like you can't. They're so strict about all of that when it would really like actually help them to put more stuff for free on the internet.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So we didn't get to cover everything that we wanted to, but I wanted to say thanks, Nick, for coming on.
Thanks, Nick.
We're gonna have a revenge. We're gonna have a revenge session. I'll line it, and we'll do it after this next NogiEigo episode, so we'll have some NogiEigo stuff to talk about.
Sweet. Awesome.
Okay,
that'd be great.
And we'll all watch it.
All right.
All right, Nick.
Okay, thank you guys. Bye bye.
See ya.
Thanks
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
All right, we're back with 3 people overlay now. It actually worked flawlessly, the transition. It did. It's a miracle.
If only everything else worked.
Yeah.
Oh. Everything's crashing. Get it?
There you go. There you go. Hope you guys are enjoying this top-notch content that we're making right now.
Did it break?
What?
I don't know what he just broke. Yeah, I don't know what you dropped.
I wanted to ask him questions about the show he's in. But
I think we're gonna have to bring him back and like ask questions.
Yeah, it's okay. I wrote some down. So I was like,
Chad is saying we're falling apart. We're falling apart, guys.
We're falling apart. Since day one.
Since day one, this is a sinking ship. You guys don't know about it. Yeah.
We built a sinking ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's like the STU boat.
Yeah, it's worse than the STU boat. It's already sinking.
Yeah.
Just to bring us back to our regular routine, I guess. We can talk about what we all did this week, right?
I didn't do anything. I just worked, and that's it. I have nothing to say. It's been a really slow week for like Idol. Actually, Idol, I say like Hyakizaka because that's all I follow. It's been very slow, so there's like not a lot to say. So yeah, I'm glad Nick was here in the beginning so we can like fill half of this podcast with news, because there's no Keyaki news, guys. Go home. That's it.
Like, end the stream.
Don't go yet, but
don't go home.
Mia, did you do anything?
Same. School.
Same?
I need to go to school.
Whoa, what else?
Oh, okay.
I literally have like a textbook in front of me, so like it's the same. Like, what are you doing?
She's studying the Bible, apparently.
I didn't do anything either, so this was a
a useless question. That's what it was.
Yeah. What were you saying, Mia?
Nothing.
All right.
Nothing? Oh, I thought you were gonna.
No.
But yeah, we can move on to news, I guess. Weird to do it at the end now, but yeah. Do we want to start with 48?
Sure.
You can go.
All right. So 48 news, right? So October 19th is the date which all the SoloCon DVDs are released, right? So in the last year, I think there was Sashi had a solo concert, Nakarika, Okada Nana, and Yuihan. If there's more, I don't remember. But, so yeah, their DVDs will be out on the 19th. And there's like digest videos you can all watch. I'll put a link in the description. And in other DVDs, Thanksgiving concert or Thanksgiving festival, whatever, with the Sosenge members, we'll also have a DVD coming out this winter. So pretty fast on the DVD turnaround there compared to like Republic.
46.
Still waiting.
How good is Nogi with their DVD releases?
So I'm only like kind of aware of like the birthday lives, which always come a year after.
Okay, so that might make sense. Like, I mean, Republic was last year.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we're gonna see like next year we're gonna see the New Republic. I just hope they get the birthday live out, especially like this last one, because it was good stuff. Hiratel's concert.
Hiratelis.
Yeah.
Yeah. In SKE news, they announced 24th single, which will be coming in December 12th. We don't know about Senbatsu yet, but I would be surprised if Jurna's not in it, just because December's kind of a way off. But also, like, Jurna's been doing like a lot of surprise appearances.
Yeah, she'll be in. Yeah.
She'll be in it.
But I mean, she wasn't in. She's not in. She's not going to be in No Way Man, I think, for AKB. And she's also not participating in the handshakes for that single, the 54th AKB single.
Her single.
Yeah.
No.
Well, no, this is the single after her single.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah. It's Sakura's single.
It's
right.
It's Goodbye Sakura single. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot about
that. Tani Marika, who is a member of SKE, was recently signed to Watanabe Entertainment, which is kind of a surprise and big deal, just because Tani was like, she had a push at the beginning, but like over time, like she's just been like falling in popularity. Like she ranked out of Sosenkyo this year, I think, but she's been signed to Watanabe. And I actually wanted to ask Nick, like, how, like the hierarchy of companies in Japan, but Watanabe is pretty big. I mean, they have like Yukiden and like Oya Shizuka, I think. But that was announced at the 10th anniversary live, and she's also joining 2 new shows as regular cast. One in Nagoya, which is where SKE is, and one in Fukuoka, which is where she was originally because she debuted in HKT. NMB. So Yoshida Akari, who is famous now, or more or less, for her YouTube channel. And,
okay. It's like she's famous now. Dogs. Period. For her YouTube channel and like her makeup stuff and things like that.
And so she has announced that she's starting a fashion label, a brand. Which is just cool, just because like NMB is in kind of a weird situation right now, right? And Akarin is kind of the de facto leader with the exit Sayane. So it's good to see that she's getting jobs and things like that.
She's making one brand of clothing? Is that what you said?
She's launching a brand.
Okay.
I don't know if it's completely independent, if it's paired with a bigger company. That's about all I know again.
Okay.
Yeah. HKT, Sashi has a new McDonald's deal.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
So she's doing CMs, right? And I also want to talk to Nick about this, just because Nick also did a McDonald's commercial.
The bun is like a bouncy ball. Did you notice how much that bread and everything just like bounces? It's like crazy, man. What the hell? Like you go to McDonald's and it just looks like a cardboard, and then you have like this. No, really, and then you have like this, and like you have this ads that just like everything just bounces, and it's like wow. And then you have Sasha like eating the burger, and she's like, "Whoa, this is so great." Not true, guys. Everything is a lie.
For one, the ad has to look better than the real thing, right? Yeah, and then just like, and then like Japanese like bread also has like a sponginess to it.
So you're telling me I can bounce? I can bounce bread in Japan. I'll try that. I'll go next year. I'll go to McDonald's and I'll shoot me doing a CM.
Can you do a vlog?
Yeah, I'll just like make my brain
Burger
bounce.
bouncing.
Yeah, I'll do the Sashi like eating the burger. 100%. I'll do that.
Vlog.
Yeah.
Get Jeff out of it.
STU. STU. So they were supposed to have their second single released in August, the 29th, but for various reasons, because of storms and floods and stuff in Setsuchi, right? They've been delaying it, right? So they just announced a new release date, and it's actually February 13th. So it was supposed to release 2 months ago, or in August, but now it won't come out till February.
Because of the rain, you can't be on the boat. It just doesn't work, and they need to be on the boat.
That's what they're branded for, is to be on the boat.
Yeah, so
they
will just work when there's sun in Japan.
All the money went to the boat.
Yeah.
So they need to put them on the boat.
Yeah.
They gotta protect the boat. That's where their money's going.
They put like a net in the boat.
Boat protection fund.
I think a lot of people would pay for boat protection fund. I can feel it. Like just send donations to the boat.
Yeah. That's all I have for domestic 48. Mina, did you have anything internationally?
No. I have one, like SNH. So their Senbatsu music video. They have a 30-second video for it. It's called Endless Love on YouTube. Yeah. But I have Eyes One news. If there's any. Yeah. So there's been a couple of lives with Honda Hitomi's birthday. There was also a session with Nako and Hitomi. They're getting lessons from the Korean members.
That was last night.
Yeah. Yes, that was last night. Sorry, to like learn Korean. Yeah, and then there's stuff on Twitter about that as well. And also there was an event for like baseball that every idol group has to do. So Uyang, who's number one in Eyes One, but through the ceremonial first pitch for the what's it called? The Donsang Bears versus LG Twins match. Yeah, there's pictures of that as well.
Yeah, every idol does that. Every idol. It's not only in Korea.
Yeah, the baseball.
In Japan
but I don't
as well.
know how well she threw. Yeah, I don't know how well she threw, so I'm not too sure about that.
Eyes One also, they performed Nekoya at that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've also put out a Nekoya dance practice video because they all have like new positions now, and they all got to re-record the song for their upcoming debut
and stuff.
Yeah. Their mini album.
Yeah.
Which actually, like, when I remember IOI, I remember hearing like the IOI version of Pick Me felt so empty compared to the 100 Girls version of Pick Me. But yeah. Nekoya is kind of, it's arranged differently, so I feel like it's not going to be as big a change there. But yeah, I just wanted to say that.
I'm kind of tired of Nekoya, to be honest. I just.
Oh, same. Okay. I keep hearing it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the comments, they're wondering how long STU's been a thing. I think they just debuted.
It feels like it's been a while, right? Because like,
hasn't it been like as a group? Like, how long has they been?
Because it's like their second single, right? I also think that's very weird.
I think it's like been two years.
But they recently got the boat, so they can't have other singles without the boat, guys. It's all about the boat.
I'm pretty sure they were decided in 2017, like all the members were decided.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone says that their CD debut was February this year. Josh is quoting stuff.
Hold on, let me check.
First generation members were announced on March 19th, 2017. The debut single of the group, Kotoyami, was released on January 31st, 2018.
Yeah. So they're a pretty new group.
Yeah,
a year-ish.
Yeah.
So for 48 groups, right? Like they are kind of behind, right, in terms of number of singles out. But they were planning on releasing in August, right? And then also like on a whole, like doing one single a year isn't that weird. Like a lot of like lower tier idol groups, that's what they do. So I mean,
lower tier,
yeah,
mean
and I mean,
not 48, or is it normal for 48
like
groups to do it?
Not as mainstream.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the songs that they release like as STU aren't their only songs either. Like they do like AKB couplings and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
There's that. Yeah, so we can move on to 46. Nogizaka news, there's a little bit. So the 22nd single, the Senbatsu, was announced. You have Nishino, and we covered that last time. But the name of the single is Kaeri Michi wa Kaeri Michi wa Tomawari shita Kunaru.
Kunaru, yeah.
Which is like, let's take the long way home. And so it's gonna be like a sentimental type of song like that.
It's gonna crush my heart, even though I'm not a Nogizaka fan. It just sounds like
it'll
hit you in the feels.
Yeah.
In response to the name, though, Nishino commented like, "I've never taken the long way home before," which a lot of people are using as like a joke, right? Like you name this song after like a thing that Nishino doesn't do.
Yeah.
But also, there's like there's like, I feel like there's an added layer to that, right? Like she doesn't usually take the long way home, right? So this song could be like, this is a rarity, but no one wants to spin it that way because it's not as funny. So
yeah, totally.
For the 22nd single, Kitano Hinako has been announced as the undercenter, which is nice just because Kitano has been gone for a long time on hiatus. So this is kind of her return to Nogizaka as undercenter. Yeah. Josh is key-channing in the comments.
Same.
Nogi Sailor Moon, which had their TV broadcast recently, they are actually going to have a DVD also, which is coming in March 20th. So both Team Moon and Team Star, their Sailor Moon stuff, they're getting a DVD. And also in plays Nakamura Reno, who is a third gen member, and not really one of the like more popular third gen members. She has actually been casted for a lead role in the Phoenix Wright stage play. She's going to be playing Maya Fei, who's Ayasato Mayoi in the Japanese. She's going to be playing
the
Maya.
Big boobed
I know
one,
her as Maya.
If you guys don't know.
No, she's gonna play the younger sister of.
It's the younger sister. Okay.
Yeah, because Mia dies, and then Maya's like, "Yo, what happened to my sister?"
Yeah.
That
Phoenix Wright lore that you have now. Wow, dropping the lore.
Phoenix Wright was great. I like old DS games.
It's really good. Yeah. No, Phoenix Wright is great. All the visual novels on kind of visual novel puzzly games and on the DS are pretty good. Yeah.
Former SKE member Oya Masana will also be in the play. She's gonna be playing an original character though. In other Nogi news, Iko Marina, who graduated this year, she launched an official website, which is actually being managed by Nogizaka's company, Nogizaka 46 LLC. So that's just an interesting thing to think about, just because she's graduated, but she's still being represented by the Nogizaka team. And I think also like people had found that other domain names for graduating members were like claimed by.
Oh, that's interesting.
But I don't think we have any like official word on those. But
yeah, they might just be registering and things like that, but interesting.
Yeah, and like we said before, Nojo Ami has announced her graduation. She's a first gen member. She used to be one of like the key variety members on like Nogi Doko and stuff like that. She was just in the Sailor Moon play, playing Sailor Jupiter on Team Moon. And yeah, she was in 2 A-sides. She was in Goody Goody Curtain, which is their debut, I think, and then Seifuku, which is their 4th. Seifuku no Mannequin.
Just good songs. Look at that.
Yeah. That's all I have for Nogizaka, I think. So,
I do have a few things.
You don't have a lot of that.
Yeah, I do have a few things. Thing number 1 is Zoomin's PB is out. Yes. And oh boy.
It's scans. It's out there.
All the scans.
Look, I'm just gonna say, if Neru is known for like just her ass being everywhere, Zoomin has like this tasteful like underboob that shows up. I'll just say that. Like a tasteful underboob that shows up that, oh my god, like people just went like wild. And honestly, it's probably the most mature PB we'll get out of Kanji. I think so. Because like if I think like who's the other, maybe Akanen? I don't know, like I can see Akanen being like all sexy and stuff, but like holy shit, Zoomin. Oh my god. Yeah, so there's a lot of like half naked Zoomin if you're like into it. So
if you're interested.
Yeah, go buy her PB. Yeah, because I am not buying it. So you guys can buy it and support Zoomin in that way, because
I mean I still haven't even bought Neru's book, and it's there all the time when I go into the store.
Oh my god.
It's in your bookstore.
It taunts me every single time. Like, there it is. There's Neru's book. I could buy it if I really wanted to, but I gotta resist the temptation.
Gara, that is a Zoomin Oshi, says that it's really good stuff, and you guys should buy it. Listen to Gara. She knows stuff about cute girls apparently. So yeah, just listen to Gara. Yeah.
John is saying it's not as bad as Katarena's. Katarena's was like,
Katarena's is like.
But I'm talking kanji. Yeah, I'm talking kanji. Yeah, kanji, I think she might be the most like. But she said, like, Zoomin actually said, like, okay, this will cause, like, some nosebleeds and things like that. Like, she knew what she was doing.
She knows it herself.
She knew what she was doing. Yeah. So, congrats, Zoomin. I mean, you're graduating, but you're just, like, leaving with a bang, man. You're like, woo,
like,
let's
like
do everything I could do, you know, just be half naked. That's cool and whatever. Yeah, so... I don't know how well it's selling. Like, people, if you guys know, let me know. But yeah, I think like fans pretty much bought it, especially after this tasteful underboob picture. I feel like people really got into it. So
we'll see. I might buy it. just to credit.
Josh saying weekly sales are not out yet. I feel like she'll sell a few copies.
I think it's good. Yeah.
She'll sell more than Pei-chan for sure. More than Neru, we don't know. Probably not, because nobody can beat.
Sales are crazy.
Neru's like
nobody can beat Neru's ass. Not even tasteful underboob, but like yeah.
Got the award. That's what.
Yeah, when Zoomin gets like an award for
the underboob award.
Yeah, the underboob award. Then we can talk. But I think like Neru is untouchable in that sense. And apparently, Risa said recently in one of her handshake events that she really wants to get a photo book. So, Risa photo book. I'm excited for that one. Like, that's the one. There are 2 that I'm excited.
I'll buy that one.
Risa and Pon. Any of those, I'm in. I will not be okay with a lot of tasteful underboob, but I'll buy it. I'll be there. Cool. So yeah, so Zoomin's PB is out. Other thing, Keyakizaka new show kind of started. So Sakuto Keyakizaka, which is like 5 minutes. I didn't really have a chance to watch it like properly. I saw like things that I was on my phone, so I couldn't like listen to it. But it's just a really small like advice, I guess. Show is 5 minutes, and it was like Risa, Pon, and Sugai-sama were there. I'm not even sure what they talked about. On the hiragana side, Matsuda Konoka is doing a stage play. We know that all the Hiragana members went to watch it, and that's it, because we don't know much, because I'm not in Japan. I can't give you reviews if it's good or not, but she's trying her best.
It's like apparently. A detective thing, right?
Yeah, there's like some detective vibes to it. Not Detective Neru, but some detective vibes, yeah. Yeah, so another thing on Kanji's side, there are two things. One, during the handshake events, Hirate did not show up again for the mini live due to poor physical conditions again, apparently. So she did not perform on the mini live. Habu also didn't show up for handshake event. She was, I think she was there, but then she left or something like that. That's been happening a lot lately. Like Neru couldn't end up her one of her handshake events as well. She left midway. But apparently, like, Zoomin's line has been crazy, like insane, and people have just been lining up forever. And you know, it's one of the last chances to see her, so that's understandable. Yeah, other than that, it's just like a small little hint we got from Nanako today. She posted a picture on her blog where she's wearing the 7th kind of outfit, the kind of like green with like the little tie and things like that. And she said, well, it's said that I won't be wearing this for too long anymore, and hinting that probably there is a new single coming up. So there's been a lot of like rumors about Manaka being in Tokyo. So, oh my god, my heart. So let's hope that we're gonna see like some new Kanji stuff soon, because they're pretty gone. Like there's nothing happening on Kanji's side. They're just like not there at all. Like they're not doing anything. And that could be they're really preparing for a single and preparing for the end of the year. That is always a mess. It's always like all the shows, and they have to go to every single TV show, and we're never gonna sleep. That's it. Yeah. So those are all the news for Keyaki. There is not much really, to be honest. So
Madoka Magica, they have a DVD coming out. We're so plugged into DVDs this week for some reason. Like everyone's getting a DVD, so I'm just like, I'll write it down.
You get a DVD, and you get a DVD, and Kanji,
you get a DVD.
Kanji doesn't get
DVD.
But Nogizaka's 22nd single, they're dropping the DVD and they're only releasing Blu-ray. So it might be time for everyone to dump DVD.
No.
I just hope like Kanji just announces what the fuck they're doing like soon, because like I like how Nogi was like, well, Nanase is graduating, so like we're making a new single, and like everybody's like, they just told us everything right now, and Kanji's being like, oh, is it Hirate again? Like we're gonna do this again.
We're gonna do it again.
I just can't handle this anymore, guys. Yeah, we should do a prediction again, and we're all gonna lose again. Yeah. Sadness.
We're all gonna lose.
Sadness.
Yoshimoto Zaka. They had a Senbatsu announcement event recently. They have a Senbatsu. I don't have it pulled up, so
isn't it the guy, the bald guy from the, I forgot.
Yeah, he's in it. He's in it, and he might be a center. I don't know. But the one thing that I really did notice was that Ripopo's not in Senbatsu. But
no.
Who knows? Anyway, that's all our news, right, for today?
Yep.
Yeah, I have. That's it. GG.
Gotta go.
So things started off kind of rocky today. A lot of technical difficulties. We had Nick on. That was fun. It was short. We'll have him on again. But yeah, that's the show. I'm assuming you guys don't really have any end comments.
Just because you said that, now I have end comments. No, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so just like hang on tight, guys, because there's not a lot of news. And I don't know, go watch old stuff on Keyavids maybe. And maybe you guys want to support Keyavids as well, because we need some money to pay for the server. So go support Keyavids, please. Go donate, because there's a lot of cool videos for you guys to binge there. So yeah, that's it. I'm plugging in Keyavids.
Mina, you got anything?
No, not really. Oh, I guess if anyone here is like watching Ice One, watch their V lives. I guess there's like some cool stuff going on. They're like being really like interactive with the Japanese members, which is kind of touching to see. And yeah, watch out for the mini album. I don't know when.
Yeah.
Mini album. Oh, and variety show. There's a variety show soon. I don't know when either.
On the showroom last night, they gave Hitomi and Nako Korean nicknames.
Right?
Yes.
So Honda Hitomi was Hondahi.
Yeah, I was like,
and then the rookie Nako was Nabuki. So I don't know where they came from, but
it's just like
they're loosely related to their names.
At least it's not like Inako or like Kim Hitomi or something like that, like dumb like that. Because we were making fun of that. It's like, okay, yeah, we were making fun of that when we started. So when we started watching Produce 48, so
at least her pleasant music.
We had someone who just joined the stream who doesn't know where they are, but he complimented our glasses because we have the same pair.
God damn it! I don't have any glasses.
Thanks. Oh right, we do. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. This is the end of the stream. Yeah. So if you like what you saw here today, you can follow us here on Twitch or on Twitter at Oshi Moshi Cast, or on YouTube. You can search us at Oshi Moshi Podcast. And then if you follow us, you will be notified when we'll have Nick on again for real. We'll work out a date better, just so that we can have more time with him
and better internet connection.
Better internet, yeah.
Yeah. We'll experiment
no
with
lagging.
Yeah.
No crashing.
But yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone who watched live. We'll see you next time for episode 16, which might be next Thursday, like the Thursday after this Thursday. But we never really know. So that's it for today. Bye, everyone.
Bye.